Hey everyone, welcome back once again. This is Trojan Horse Retainers cheat sheet. This resource shows you how to use the Trojan Horse Retainer models for your agency. The Trojan Horse Retainer is a great way to sign clients that are on the fence, or if you're just getting started and need to make a bold statement to sign people up. Disclaimer: this strategy only works if you have the bite to match the bark. You can sign up 100 clients on a 60-day commission program, but if you have a shitty service, none of them will make it to the retainer. Imagine if the actual Trojan horse the Greeks used in Troy was filled with untrained soldier. There would have been no point introducing it in the first place, right? So what this basically means is if you have good service, you can sign those clients up and you can later turn them on a retainer basis, but it needs to be good. Your service needs to be good. You need to be able to provide them the results that you're promising, otherwise it would not matter and you would just be wasting your time. So starting with Trojan horse retainers for e-commerce, approach brands and tell them that you're willing to work on a pure commission basis. For example, hey Aditya, love what you're doing at your brand. Quick idea to run you by. I run a company that partners with brand like yours and deliver them growth and customers on a pure commission or pay on result basis. It's the definition of a risk-free growth and I was curious to see if you would be open to exploring that. No catch, I only profit when you do. Are you open to this idea? Thanks Aditya. Get the prospect on the phone, run through the normal sales script and then wait for them to ask them how they can work with you. Explain them that there is a setup fee of XYZ dollar. This needs to be a little lower as compared to the retainer that you charge. So let's say you're planning to charge $3,000, you can ask them for like a $1,200 or a $1,500 setup fee. But if they buy it now, it is only XXX. So it would be like there is a setup fee of $3,000, but if they buy it now, it would just be $1,200, and this setup fee goes towards your team and overheads associated with handling their account. तो आप इसमें कोई भी खर्चे ऐड कर सकते हो, and you need to make it clear that as the owner you only profit when they do. Alternatively, continue outreaching as you normally would and booking your calls on the retainer deal. When prospects are on the fence and seem that they are not going to buy, open up the Trojan horse option, saying something like, well, this is such a good fit, I don't want anything standing in the way of us working together. How about we? And then you ask them for the same thing and you close them on a commission deal for a 1 to 3 month period. So you tell them, यहाँ पे एक थोड़ी सी setup fees दीजिए and basically आपके साथ हम लोग कमीशन बेसिस पे काम करेंगे. सो यू पे अस $1,200 and then 5% of whatever we help you in generating. You should then proceed to set up their retainer after 1 to 3 months, whatever time you have given to them, giving the payment a trial period of however long the commission period is lasting for. तो 2 महीने हो गए, then you can start charging them the retainer fees of $3,000, $4,000, whatever you are planning to charge. Now for lead generation agencies, the Trojan horse retainer could be exactly the same principle applies here as it does with e-commerce, but instead of working on a sale commission, you charge them per appointment, lead or per show up. Common questions: how do I justify the setup fee if the prospect is expecting a commission based relationship? Tell them that while you are willing to have some skin in the game, so do they. You cannot go on completing hours and hours of setup work with no tangible commitment from the client. At the same time, you have a team to pay as well. As the owner of the agency, you're comfortable providing a pay on result basis, but you want to make sure your team can have the food on their table. And then how do I justify the retainer to the client after commission basis period is over? You don't have to, your results will. If you clearly set the expectations from the get-go that the retainer is tied into the deal, then the client won't get angry when you start charging them. If they try to negotiate just one more week or one more month before the retainer is paid, then tell them no and set the terms. I help to get a contract DocuSign, and basically we try to get the contract DocuSign कि after 2 months if the results are met, we would be turning this into a retainer. The contract doesn't have to be anything fancy, just something that clearly states the terms and the time frame and the amount at which the retainer will be introduced and how it will be charged, etc. What percentage should I charge? This is totally up to you, whatever you feel is fair and whatever you think you can get from the client. What happens to the commission or pay on result fee after the agreed period is up? Keep it on or drop it a little if the client is persistent during the negotiation. तो आप रिटेनर के बाद भी इस कमीशन को रख सकते हैं, एंड यू डोंट हैव टू ड्रॉप इट कि अब हम बस $3,000, यू कैन से अब हम $3,000 प्लस instead of 5% we would just charge 3% or something like that. How do I go about asking the payment after the grace period? You don't have to, since you have set up automatic billing with a trial period. You can do this with PayFunnels. It is the software, you can integrate it with Stripe and it would start taking automatic payment. You can just, after the trial period is over, you can charge them automatically for the main retainer that you are going to charge. Script for when the client asks how can they move forward, you can say, so as you know, we work on a paper appointment and we do this to demonstrate insane level of confidence in our service and to make you feel comfortable working with us initially. For long-term consistency, we do charge client retainers, but for the first 90 days we will deliver everything on a pay on result basis, and we charge 10% or we charge $20 per lead for this. After the 90 days are done, we will introduce a monthly retainer of $2,000 and 3% commission will be the 3% commission will also be charged. Now we do require a setup fee, as this demonstrates commitment from the client, and this is used to cover the overheads associated with handling your account without a monthly retainer. After all, I'm happy to front the risk as the owner of the agency, but I don't expect my team to do this as well. So the setup fee goes straight to the team's pocket, not mine. The setup fee is $1,200. However, we have found that clients who make decision quickly are the best clients for us. So if you make a decision today, it would not be $1,200, it would just be, let's say, $600. तो यहाँ 3,000 बोल के आप 1,500 के आसपास कुछ बोल सकते हैं. Do not go down this route unless client pays setup fee. Use PayFunnels for automatic payments, and अगर वो setup fee भी नहीं देते, then you don't need to work on a pure commission basis, because they would just be taking money from you or taking the results from you, and they won't be paying you in return. So you need to take a setup fee, and if you really want to try it out, you can work on a total commission basis, charging X amount per lead. That's fine, but try to get a setup fee at least. That is it for this video. Thank you. Have a great day.